Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning to a special edition of Steel City Sports World. I'm your host, Luther Dupree. We got Smokin Jim somewhere out there on the roads driving. We got Ali McGinnis in the house, Carrick legend. Yes, I said a Carrick legend. I know it don't sound right, but he's a Carrick legend. And we got another Peabody Highlander in the house, my man Big Karen Gilliard.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, what's going on, fellas?
What's up, Lou? What's going on?
All right. We got Smokin Jim. Smokin Jim, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Yeah, Jim, we don't know where Jim is. He's somewhere in the States. He's on a road trip, so he may be in and out, and Claudio's going to pop in. Claudio's in Florida. And we got Kelly popping in as well. All right, that's what's going on, man. So, starting it off, Steel City News. I want to take one of my man Kelly's things and say you deserve credit. I want to give credit to Alderdice High School. The boys and the girls won the championship. and we were out there. Steel City was out there. We saw Aaron. We saw a lot of people out there. How many championships for you, Coach?
This is number 4.
Number 4?
And number 1 with this wave.
Okay. So what can we expect in the next round, Bailey?
Hoping we get this far again and winning.
All right. Sure. I appreciate you guys. Let's hold up that trophy one more time. SC Sports World Player of the Game. And of course, we got the legend. 100 wins. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Bailey. Appreciate you all. Much success.
Thank you.
Yes, we get a nice round. Sean, you with us?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'll probably be in and out. What's up?
All right. Got you. Listen, we got our Steel City news. I want to get it on Smokin Jim. Smokin Jim's on the road. What you got for us, Jim?
Hey, thanks, Lou. Hey, listen, I was the first one to say it several months ago, and everybody jumped on me. Now everybody is starting to say what I've been always saying, that the Pittsburgh Steelers need to go after Russell Wilson. Cannot afford to go one more season with your team in the prime without a great quarterback. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl. He won the Walter Smith Award. He's a 9-time Pro Bowler, 4-star award, 43,000 yards, 334 touchdown passes, 42 in the last 2 seasons, 26 last year. I said back in the day when the Pittsburgh Steelers running Kevin Gilbride couldn't teach the ABCs, I said they need to bring in Warren Moon because he piggybacked off of Warren Moon all those years. They brought in Kent Graham and the fans ran Kent Graham and Kevin Gilbride out of here. The Pittsburgh Steelers, your only hope of a Super Bowl rise with Russell Wilson and this beautiful wife.
All right, yeah, we definitely going to get into that Smokin Jim, man. Appreciate it. I was actually pretty good, Jim. I thought I had to put a disclaimer out there. I didn't have to put a disclaimer out there for you, man. So that's good. Any word on where you're headed, Smokin Jim? Is that still a secret?
Parts unknown.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. So Aaron, I know we brought you in. What's on your mind, Aaron? You know, I gave you a little bit of the agenda. As far as let's just jump into it. The quarterback position. Jim started off with Russell Wilson. Do you even think that's a real option? And is that the best option?
It better be, because Kenny Pickett is not it. Mason Rudolph is not it. Ryan Tannehill is not it. Justin Fields, I don't know if the Bears is going to actually trade him. So your best option is Russell Wilson. If not, you're going to be another first-round exit out of the playoffs.
Oh, dang. All right. Listen, Russell Wilson, listen, man, he got Sierra. Is he focused on the football field, or is he focused on, raising his kids and future's kid or whatever? I don't know. He didn't look all that great at Denver with me, man. I think he's kind of past his prime, but we'll see. I kind of like, what do you guys think about Justin Fields? Lee, let me let you jump into it, and also Sean. Lee, what are your thoughts, Russell Wilson?
I don't got thoughts about Russell Wilson, but I'm in disagreement with Aaron. I think, Mason Rudolph is a 6'5" quarterback. He stayed in the pocket, didn't have happy feet like Kenny Pickett. And again, once studying, what's his name, Arthur Smith? What's the OC's name?
Yep.
Arthur Smith.
Studying his offense, I feel that, Mason, especially coming from the great Todd Haley's offense, I think that he could get it done. But the Steelers want to stand behind Kenny Pickett. And that puts Tomlin more in the hot seat not to be around next year after the season.
Wow. All right, Sean, what are your thoughts on that? And then I guess we could weigh in Kelly if he's still available. Sean, can you hear us?
Look like he's ordering food.
Oh. You got to take off those headphones, I think. Can you hear us? We can't hear you, Sean.
Like he's ordered a number 3.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Sean, somehow we can't hear you, man.
Use some sign language, Sean. We can understand that.
You got to come out and come back in, man. Listen, my thoughts are, I think Russell Wilson is past his prime, man. He doesn't have it anymore. Denver was a dumpster fire, but he didn't have the explosiveness. He couldn't do it. The deep ball wasn't there. The Russ magic was gone.
How many times have Benny Testaverde got a job in NFL?
Hey, I'm not saying he shouldn't get a job, but I don't think he's the answer here. He's a better option than Kenny Pickett, of course. There's 10 guys coming out the draft that's a better option than Kenny Pickett, but I don't know. I was kind of looking for something else.
Hey, Luther.
Yeah, Jim.
Again, you're starting to sound like the white media.
I'm starting to I saw Denver, Jim.
The man threw 26 touchdown passes.
How many wins?
Kenny Pickett threw 13 in 2 years.
And how many wins did that get him? How many wins did that get him, Jim?
He played for the worst team in NFL history and almost got them to 500. This is a Super Bowl ready team. Now I agree with Lee. I do like Mason Rudolph as well, but I don't know if Mason Rudolph wants to come back. And I don't know if he'll get a fair shot to start. All you Kenny Pickett lovers, the man is almost 2 years older than Justin Fields. You know what I mean? This is not a young cat. We done already seen enough of Kenny Pickett.
Can I chime in, Lou?
Jump in.
So basically, again, you got to give a quarterback an opportunity to develop with a real offensive coordinator. And Arthur Smith has a resume, but Matt Canada was not a true offensive coordinator, real offensive coordinator, and that kind of messed up the development for Kenny Pickett. So I say give him a shot, but don't count out. Make it a real competition. And they went based off of that preseason that they had and thought they was going to be a high scoring offense. But again, got to give him a shot. He's a first round quarterback. But there's other guys. They got to get somebody in there that can get the job done. And just don't hang your hat on Kenny Pickett all season if he's struggling like Bubby Brister.
All right, we do got a comment. We got Frank Jackson in here. He says, Russ is trash, too busy making babies. He washed. All right, man.
Ooh-wee. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate on Russ, man. You got to understand, if we basing it off of...
Yeah, 2 bad years. Come on, man.
Yeah, but if we basing it off a system, right? Arthur Smith is a play-action coach. So as long as you have a positive running game, a good line, I think Russ will be successful in that type of system. Mason Rudolph ain't mobile, okay? He's just going to be a standing target in that system. So we can't – Kenny Pickett is mobile, but I don't trust anybody who got smaller hands than my 7-year-old son to throw a deep ball. So I'm not really –
Mason showed mobility this season. Not like in those other seasons he
what
did.
What mobility show, man?
That's why they went to the playoffs. That's why they went to the playoffs.
He was throwing a deep ball. He wasn't scrambling nowhere, Lee. Come on, man.
Hey, Jim, he didn't stand in the pocket like Kenny Grandcracker, but he had mobility.
Kent Graham.
Mason showed some signs the last 3 games in the playoffs. Yeah, but he wasn't no scrambler. Listen here. Now, another thing that people are talking about, I don't like, or I wasn't happy about Art Smith coming here as offensive coordinator. I didn't like his offense at Tennessee, boring offense. I didn't like it at Atlanta, horrible. Can I finish, Jim? Let me reclaim my time, Jim. Hold up, Jim. Let me finish, Jim. What question, Jim?
The reason Russell Wilson makes so much sense only going to cost the Steelers $1.2 million, and they can use the rest of that money throughout the whole game.
Yeah, Jim. We'll see. We'll see if Sierra wants to come here, Jim. People say you act like this is Russ from like 6 years ago, man. Sometimes guys lose it. I'm not sure he has it anymore. He's not mobile. He's not throwing the deep ball. He's not accurate. How many wins did he have? How many times did he lose it at tail end when he had the ball? That's not the Russ we know.
Not on one person though. That's a system. That's a team.
Sean Payton didn't want Russ.
Sean Payton, exactly. Sean Payton did not want Russ, so he already coming into a bad environment. So how am I supposed to play my best if I'm in a messed up situation already? I know my head coach that don't want me.
Yeah.
So there's so many different variables, and we talk about Mike Tomlin being one of the greatest mentors, leader, coaches. Why not build that with Russ? So you got an experienced quarterback along with a positive coach that can help develop the young receiving core that we have. The man, he's a Super Bowl champion at the end of the day.
Who the greatest cheerleader?
Oh, man, see, we got haters on here. We know you don't like Mike Tomlin.
Hey, Luther.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean. Finally, Sean's back.
I had to figure it out. I just downloaded the app. I'm good to go now.
I'm
not in no draft. I'm at my daughter's cheerleading practice. No, I'm at my daughter's cheerleading practice. I gotta sit in the car for this.
Okay.
My take on the Steelers quarterback situation, they're in a catch-22. As much as they want to back Kenny Pickett, people that's been watching the Steelers the past couple years have said in practices Mason Rudolph was the best player at camp as far as a quarterback. Mason Rudolph was the best quarterback. He played better in those 3 games than I think Kenny Pickett played the past 2 seasons. And Kenny Pickett's been in the city of Pittsburgh for 5-6 years. Well, 5 years with Pitt Panthers and 2 years with the Steelers. So he knows what it means to be a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback. If he ain't ready to be up for the task, they need to move on from him. I don't care if he a first-round pick or not. I heard something that made sense. If Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback taken in the draft and he was the 20th pick, that goes to show you how bad that draft class was for quarterbacks.
Good point. Yeah. We know looking back it was bad. The best quarterback was was Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy was the best quarterback out of that whole draft. And it was a very weak year for quarterbacks, and it's been proven. But what about Tannehill? Is anybody a fan of Tannehill?
No.
That's more than likely what we're going. I'm thinking more than likely that's probably what he knows the system. We're bringing back Artie. You want somebody that's solid, but
getting Tannehill's
take him out. I don't want.
In my opinion, getting Tannehill is like getting a quarterback they just released, Trubisky.
I agree. I've never liked him. He's more mobile than Mitch Trubisky still at this point. But I don't want it. But I could see that happen. Unfortunately.
Hey, let me ask this question for the panel. Do you think the Steelers rush to get an offensive coordinator instead of waiting to see what the status of Eric Bieniemy?
They weren't bringing Eric Bieniemy here. That they weren't. I wish they would have gave him a shot, but Eric Bieniemy wasn't getting a shot at Pittsburgh. You and I both know that. I wanted to get somebody exciting who did some different things, but they went old school. Art Smith runs an old style of offense. Everybody's opening up with the passing game. That's not Art Smith.
I don't think they rushed as far as I don't think they would have got Bieniemy here anyway. For some reason, Bieniemy's name is not good in the NFL. I don't understand. The man coached in 3 Super Bowls, helped the team win 2. I just don't understand it. I mean, it's like Eric Bieniemy's damned if he do, damned if he don't. He holds the players to higher standards than they win. At the best organization going in football right now, the Kansas City Chiefs. He goes to the Washington Commanders, and the players, they complain about him being hard on them. So what do you want? Do you want somebody to be hard on you to win? or do you want to be a loser?
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, yeah. Lack accountability. That's the new world that we live in now. People don't want to be held accountable for the. So, I think he would have been a positive offensive coordinator, but what is the reason that this man cannot get a job? Like, I just can't figure it out. It doesn't make sense. Like, for him to be, like you said, coaching 3 Super Bowls and be a big part of that, and he can't get a head coaching job, what's in the dark that we don't know about? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, he could be. Does he not interview well? You know, it seems like he gets in a lot of arguments. We see him arguing with Andy Reid. We see him arguing with Pat Mahomes, screaming at players. You know, some guys don't like that. I don't know. That's probably why. But he went to Washington. That was a bad move, I feel. I knew he was going to be 1-out, and now he may never get a job for a couple years.
Well,
I think he should have stayed at Kansas City and maybe waited out until Andy Reid retired. And he might have got a better look there.
Can I piggyback on what Aaron said about Bieniemy? Okay, when Sean Payton hollers at Russell Wilson, he runs Russell Wilson out of town. When Brady would get into it with his coaches, I want to say one time him and Bill O'Brien got into it with the Patriots. They say that's competitive, that's fire. But when Bieniemy does it, it's a threat. And don't forget in the Super Bowl.
Now we going back talking about culture.
Yeah, but don't forget in the Super Bowl, didn't a tight end grab a head coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Kelsey almost knocked that old man out.
Now you talking about a double standards now.
And see that's the reason why the great Todd Haley's out of Pittsburgh because of Big Ben.
Todd Haley.
Hey, we're not gonna let you spread that foolishness. Don't say great and Todd Haley in the same sentence.
He almost beat him in the Super Bowl.
Average at best. He was another guy getting choked out. Didn't he get choked out by T.O. or somebody? He was another guy who couldn't get along with anybody, and his offense was very overrated. Lee.
Was it Larry Johnson?
It might have been Larry Johnson.
He almost beat him in the Super Bowl.
Oh man, come on, man. Very overrated, man. I don't know why you like that offense.
Look at Ben's numbers with the great Todd Haley.
So why didn't Todd Haley have great success anywhere else? He didn't have it here. He didn't have great success
in Pittsburgh.
He didn't have great success here.
They was one of the highest scoring offenses in the league when he was here.
Yeah, and they ran. Why did he get run out of here, Lee?
Because of Big Ben.
Oh man, come on.
He can't take a coach talking to him, critiquing him. He coached Big Ben's production came through Todd Haley.
All right. Hey, we finally got the lines back open. If you want to call, numbers to call 412-530-5063. Lee, Aaron, Sean, Smokin, Jim is in the house. Now, Jim, real quick, what about Justin Fields? There was a report that, people just throw stuff out that Tomlin was a big fan of Justin Fields. Would you roll the dice and try to get him?
Hey, listen, you're talking about a phenomenal talent, and Coach Tomlin spent a lot of time at his pro day scouting. He really liked him. But the thing you have to take into account is the number of dollars that it's going to take against your salary cap. You bring in Justin Fields is ready to get paid. You got Russell Wilson that can give you 2 years. At about
2 years, maybe 1 year. Denver's on the hook for this year. 2 years, Jim?
Russell Wilson, you gotta pay Tannehill. You gotta pay Justin Fields.
Tannehill's gonna be cheap. Tannehill's gonna be cheap, Jim.
How you know?
Because nobody wants him. He's coming as a backup.
That's why the enemy was unemployed for UCLA making bad decisions. Life is about the decisions you make. He went to Washington. That was a bad decision, bro.
Terrible decision. Yeah, I agree.
Tannehill I would bring in Fields. I would love Fields, but I don't think Chicago's going to just give Fields away.
Right.
Trade for Fields, you're going to have to give up something for Justin Fields.
And would he be worth it? I think he's a talent, man. He just was in a bad situation. Hey, we got
Is he worth for first round pick?
I don't know if you have to give up. I don't know what you have to give up. For Fields at this point. Mark, all right, Ralph Williams. What's up, Ralph? Huh?
You don't know.
No,
There's a lot you don't know.
I know about as much as you, Jim. You just throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. Hey, we got Ralph Williams. Hey, Ralph. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. Jump in if you want. Marcus Mariota will soon be available. Come on, Ralph.
Oh no.
Yeah, that dude.
Oh no.
Another Art Smith guy, yes. And he stunk it up with Art Smith. Come on, Ralph. No, I know you had to be trolling with that, not Marcus Mariota. I'd take Kenny Pickett over Marcus at this point, man. Marcus is he was a wasted pick. Tennessee wasted a pick on him. There's no way I'd bring him here. Please don't. But you're right, he was an Arthur Smith guy and he struggled in that offense. But all right, anybody else? Now, Aaron, what are your thoughts about Justin Fields?
Once again, I agree with Smokin' Jim. He's a great talent. If he can be developed as a better passer, I think he can really be a problem for the league. But it comes down to how much money he's gonna, as far as the salary cap. I mean, I would love to take him. He's younger than everybody else. He's a better athlete than everybody else.
Right.
So it's just come down to money.
I got you.
Who's a better thrower? Who's a better passer out of Fields and Kenny Pickett?
I'm gonna go Fields.
Fields. He has a stronger arm. He has normal quarterback size hands. He's faster. He throws a better deep ball. I definitely say Fields. I mean, is anybody on the call say Kenny Pickett?
No.
I don't think so. All right. Real quick, Jim. Now, I saw you post something about a cornerback. Your favorite quarterback out of Iowa?
Well, it's the best cornerback I scouted in the last 10 years.
All right.
This man I've been pushing for a white cornerback 25 years. He's 6'1", 210 pounds. Cooper, Eugene, in high school, he won back-to-back state championships as a junior and senior, 25-0. In basketball, he scored 1,800 points, second most in state history. He won the 100-meter dash. He long jumped 24 feet. This man in college, a 3-year starter, he won the Jack Tatum Award as the best defensive back in all of college football. He won the Tim Dwight Award as the best punt returner in all of college football. This guy, it would be a bust of a draft if the Pittsburgh Steelers don't draft that cornerback. Listen, your three best players on your team is T.J. Watt, the light-skinned guy with the freckles, and Herbert.
The guy with the freckles.
Minka
Fitzpatrick.
It's the cover of receivers longer, and you got two good cornerbacks. I would go do whatever I can to get Cooper.
Doesn't matter if he's white, Jim. He's just a good quarterback. Right?
It matters. It matters because you're going to get all kind of media attention when they come in and interview. Because everybody.
If he can play. If he can play. Jason Sehorn was trash. He was very trash. You know that.
Yeah, Jason Sehorn was a wide receiver playing a cornerback. He played wide receiver at UCLA. This guy, USC, this guy is a cornerback, a shutdown corner. The best I've seen since Ron Woodson.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
Shutdown corner.
Come on.
Hey, Smokin' Jim.
Oh, my. All right.
Oh, man.
You always got to jump overboard, man.
Oh, man.
All right, Jim, mute his mic.
Yeah. He's going through a tunnel. His cricket is acting up. Something ain't right.
He's in the McDonald's line.
That wild stuff again. Let's jump to Phone lines again. Well, we got Stack. Stack says play action quarterbacks are the key. In this offense, yes. But if you look at who was in the Super Bowl, those guys were slinging it, man. Oh, Eric Witt. What's up, Eric? Good evening. Get KP some blockers and a good OC and let's see. He's still on the bandwagon. Get Smokin Jim some coffee. We got to get him something. And Stack said he likes Cooper DeJean. His basketball tape is sick. He's a Brian Branch comp. Oh, okay. All right. Listen, I think it's good, but when Jim starts talking that better than Darrell Revis and all that, he's a very good college cornerback. Hopefully he'll be good in the pros. But come on, Jim, you're over-exaggerating, overhyping him already. Let's see what he does at the next level. He was great in college, but it's another level when you get to the pros. Hopefully it works out. But don't put him in the same breath as Patrick Peterson or Darrell Revis.
How did I do with TJ Watt when I seen him be the best linebacker in Steeler history? I'm telling you, Cooper DeJean would be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame to miss out on that Hall
Jim,
of Fame.
yes, you called that, but you also said Chase Claypool was the greatest receiver in Steelers history. So as many good ones as you call, I could call just as many bad ones. Come on, Jim.
Guess what? Jarvis Rousseau Jones, how was that? How about Devin with the Bush?
Jim, Jim, if you say everybody's a bum, of course you're gonna get right. Most of the draft picks don't succeed, Jim. Come on. That's not saying a whole lot. Come on. You overhype these dudes. Hey, I missed on that. Hey, I can admit when I miss. You only talk about the ones you catch. You don't talk about all the bums. Oh my gosh. Hey, well, listen, you were wrong 100% of last year's NFL draft for the Steelers, weren't you? Take that L. Yeah. Let's start all this recency, let's talk about what happened recently. Jim, another quarterback, since we're looking at quarterbacks, I know we have a chance to get him. Michael Penix blew it up at the camp. I love it. I love him, man. I think he's going to be a star at the next level. I want to start with you, Jim. I know you had some things to say about him. What are your thoughts about Michael Penix? Where do you have him ranked in this quarterback class?
Wearing a stocking cap over their head everywhere they go.
Ain't that what you do, Jim? You don't like how you dress? That's what you do, Jim. I got a picture of you doing that. That's what you got on right there.
The champ got him shook.
Oh, see?
I don't think he can take the punishment. He never could. He's always been hurt in college. But I love him.
All right. Anybody else, man? Jim, I can't believe you talked about his skull cap, but that's how you look every time I see you. You got the wave cap on with a hat, covered up your curls or what's left of them. Come on, Jim.
Lou, when they say the NFL don't like dealing with left-handed quarterbacks, but one thing about it with the Steelers shuffling the offensive line, putting Jones back at Broderick Jones back at left tackle.
Yep.
Yes.
Now you have to rely on your right tackle to cover the blind side. So, I mean, that's the thing about the offensive line. They got to be solid on both sides, especially if you go after Steelers go after a left-handed quarterback.
No, we know they have no chance of getting Michael Penix, but I just think he's not getting the hype that he should be getting. Like Jim said, he did have some injuries, but when he's healthy, he was on the money. He led his team to the championship game. He could sling it, and before he got those knee injuries, he was one of the most mobile quarterbacks in college. I think at the longer it goes, he can get some of that mobility back, man. I hope it works out. I like his story. I know he's been in college for a while, but I think he's great, man. I hope he goes to a team that's a good fit. Aaron, what do you think about Michael Penix?
Y'all ready for this?
Ready for
I think he's better than Caleb Williams.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest. I think he's better than him. If you put Michael Penix at USC with that talent that Caleb Williams had, scary. Different level. I mean, I know he played at Washington, but USC is a highly talented offensive lineman, corners, DBs, wide receivers. They got more 4-star, 5-star kids coming there. If you put Michael Penix with USC, it's a different ballgame. I think he's better than Caleb Williams.
So you're not sold on Caleb Williams? You think Michael?
Nope.
Good.
Too emotional. Mentally, I don't think he's mature enough.
Ooh. You mad because he was crying on his mama? If you didn't when he was crying on his mama after he lost, did that get you?
No. This the whole. You hear the stories about him trying to determine, pretty much. Oh, I'd rather play for this team. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that.
But
I don't think he's done enough in college to say he's at that level.
Man, trophy winner, USC quarterback tore it up at Oklahoma before that. Listen, but John Elway did it. Eli Manning did it. Come on, man. He has the right to do it as well.
Name a quarterback that's been good from USC.
It's been a little while. But
all I'm saying is you never draft. This is my theory. You never go with a high top priority quarterback from a top school because 99% of the time it doesn't work because there's so much talent. So you're going to get drafted number 1 and go to Chicago where there's no help. I'd rather take a quarterback like Michael Penix or Drake May at a lower level school, North Carolina, Washington, that doesn't have that talent level. They do more with less.
Drake May's going to be a bust, man. I don't see it. I've seen him a couple times. He's going to be the next bust. Another bum from North Carolina.
Hey,
I wouldn't mess with him.
I forgot the one quarterback that wasn't that quarterback? Well, I'll just say Rodney Peete. Forget it. Rodney Peete.
Yeah, Rodney Peete, yeah. He had a solid NFL career. Not great, but solid. You're right. All right, Sean, looked like we lost Sean again. Sean, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I know you're going to jump in and out.
Another
how about Daniels?
From what I'm hearing about Daniels, he's light in that butt. He got put on some weight.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing about Jalen Daniels. Real quick about Michael Penix. Just like I said about Bieniemy earlier about, what happened with Brady on the sidelines and with his coach and with Sean Payton going off Russell Wilson. You're making a comment about Caleb Williams, about him determining what he did, and Luther and Lee pointed it out. John Elway and Eli Manning, they did it. So, I mean, Caleb Williams is just doing what's the precedence to do if you're the number 1 overall pick. If you could determine where you go to, determine it.
Mm-hmm.
If you got that power. As an NFL player, you got to use as much power as you can while you got it. Look at what happened with Russell Wilson in Denver. Now the other side about Russell Wilson was that he wanted his own office, so they gave him his own office where a lot of the management was at. So it's a give and take. But that's the only thing I'll say about the Caleb Williams. You got to strike while the iron's hot. Use all the power you got, because once
and it's not even
they're gonna take it away from you.
It's not even just that. It's you hear in the bowl game that they played. You hear a lot of his college teammates don't even respect him. They didn't like that. They didn't like the way he was as a teammate. So if you can't be a leader amongst young men, how are you supposed to be a leader against grown men?
Aaron, I'm a Penn State alumni. I currently live in Columbus, Ohio. Everybody did not get along. I'll tell you that right now. There's jealousy everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Jealousy's everywhere. He's the top dog. He's going to get it. That's everywhere. You got to deal with that. You think people didn't like Ben when he was here? When you the top dog, there's always going to be people that don't like you. Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl run. His stuff with the trainer down in Tennessee didn't come out until his last Super Bowl run with Denver.
Mhm.
When you the top dog, there's gonna be things on you. That's just the way it is. Everybody ain't gonna like the top dog.
What happened with Peyton Manning's trainer in Tennessee was the same thing that happened to Ryan Garcia?
Oh God. All right, Jim. We ain't going down that route.
No, but this real. Can I say something real quick
Ralph.
about this quarterback class?
Go ahead.
Real quick.
And then we're gonna
I
get
agree.
Ralph.
I do agree with Aaron. I do like Michael Penix. My only thing about Penix and Luther and Smokin Jim, y'all know, last year I was in the building at the Georgia-Ohio State playoff game. C.J. Stroud stock went through the roof. All them Georgia fans thought, oh, Ohio State, they from up north, they Big Ten, this, and that. C.J. Stroud lit them up.
Yeah,
He lit Georgia up. He should have been a top pick last year, but SEC bias gave it to the smaller quarterback. If Michael Penix would have lit Michigan up in the national championship, because he did Texas. If he'd have lit Michigan up and still lost, Michael Penix possibly could have been one of the top 3 picks. He missed a lot of throws in that national championship game. That's my only thing. On the biggest stage, he missed the big throws.
Yeah, that he was making all year.
Yeah.
They were hitting them too. They were putting some heat on
A
him,
lot
too.
of pressure though. That comes down to, it's not just him missing throws. When you getting people in your face and you can't even snap the ball, they right there. Then I mean, it's so many different dynamics when it comes to, you say, hey, he's missing throws. Yes, he missed some throws. So don't let me make that clear. But the team didn't perform to the level they performed at the whole entire year either.
Right.
Michigan put a lot of pressure on Michael Penix. And hey, I was always told a quarterback is not good from his back.
Right. He felt what it felt like Shador Sanders was feeling all year. It's hard when guys is in your team, man. And we got a call. We got to get Ralph. Eric Witt, Rashard Mendenhall's a bust. Be smart about your first round pick. Jackson Powers Johnson is still available for first round pick. All right,
yes.
Caller, say your name and who is this on the line with us? Is Ralph?
Yes, it is, Luther. Thank you.
Hold on, Ralph.
Mention. You're welcome, Luther. Anytime. I wanted to mention something here. I have a draft publication from Athlon Sports, and they have Michael Penix rated at number 4. Now, their weakness at the top is his durability is his biggest concern, and he has been injured many times the last 2 seasons at Washington. So there you are with Michael Penix as far as a weakness goes.
Yeah, those injuries, man. He had 2 bad knee injuries. Could have been career threatening, but he fought back. You right?
Yeah, and that Cooper DeJean is rated number 4 in this publication for the draft. He's rated number 4.
Okay, now publication. Who do they have in front of him? Jim gonna be mad about that. Who do they have in front of him?
Oh man, I don't know. Hold on a second. I got to get back to the corners. Hold on.
Oh, that's all right. I thought you had that. That's all right. But number 4, Jim, what you think about that? They said your boy's the number 4 rated corner, not number 1, not the best ever since Rod Woodson or whatever.
Okay, Luther, when you're ready, I got this. Number 1 is Terrion Arnold. Number 2 is Nate Wiggins. Number 3 is the guy I like, Kool-Aid McKinstry from
Kool-Aid.
So, yeah.
I've seen him.
Those guys are ahead of Cooper DeJean.
Jim, you like any of those guys? Got any name? What about Kool-Aid? You don't like Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid's injured right now. I like him all. The boy from Toledo is unbelievable. But I agree with Aaron in this regard. Don't forget, Caleb Williams didn't play in the bowl game. The white boy that came in threw 6 touchdown passes. This is USC record. So, Aaron is making some great points.
So he learned a lot from Caleb. So I'm hearing he learned a lot from Caleb Williams then.
No, don't you dare. That's a system. It ain't the quarterback. It's a system he learned from.
He had his backup those 6 touchdowns. He was coaching them from the sideline.
He wasn't. Was he even there? I think he was in the press box.
He was in the press box calling the plays.
No, he wasn't.
Did you say, Jill?
I wonder if those publications wish they had listened to me when they took TJ Watt, who had back-to-back 19-plus sacks, only guy in the history of the NFL to do it.
He's amazing.
You guys are still listening to publications over me.
I knew he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be otherworldly like this. TJ Watt was a steal.
Nobody but me knows.
Oh, my. Here you go.
There's an offensive tackle from Mims out of Georgia. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers may take in the first round. 6'7", 340 pounds, and can run a little bit. He got a low tolerance for pain. That's his only weakness. But you may get Georgia bookends from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't be surprised.
You can't go wrong picking from Georgia. Georgia's getting all the talent right now. Anything they get from Georgia, I'm with that.
Can I say something real quick? Because I got to get going.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, couple things. I'm hearing that the Steelers may look at trading Deontay Johnson, and also, who would you look at for middle linebacker? Because they're going to need to shore up middle linebacker. I'm hearing Jeremiah Trotter. Dag, I said it. I didn't even know you were posting that picture.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you was posting that picture. Jeremiah Trotter's son.
I think if he's there, they're going to grab him. He has NFL pedigree. Huh? Oh, why is he too small?
He's only 220 pounds, Luke. His dad was 260 pounds.
Okay.
All right, I got to go, guys.
All right, Sean.
He's like Devin Bush. He take after his mama.
Oh, my God. You said what? Hey, listen. You can play 220. We need somebody to cover the receivers. He's athletic. I like that move, man. I think that's the new linebacker. Guys who are quick, that are mobile. Hey, I say bring it. I'm loving it. If we do get this, I'm liking it. Hey, Ralph, you still here?
Thank you.
Ralph.
Sound like he was paying.
Well, yeah, I'm still here, Luther. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you have something else?
What were you saying, Luther? Can you repeat the question?
Go ahead, Ralph.
Yeah, what were you saying, Luther? I didn't hear the question.
No, I said that you had something else you wanted to add to the conversation. I know we had jumped off. Jim.
Yeah, linebackers. Yeah, linebackers here. You got Edgar and Cooper at number 2 and number 3. I like this guy, Junior Colson. I'm really kind of skeptical because he's from Michigan, where we had Devin Bush. So but I like this Junior Colson here, 247, 6'3". So I like him from as far as linebackers go, if they choose to go that way.
Okay. All right, now Ralph.
Pick the 3rd round, Luther.
For me?
He's predicted 3rd round.
All right, hey, real quick, Ralph. We got a couple more calls. So I know it's a little too early. Who would you like to see them take? As far as what route would you like them to go as a quarterback, Ralph? Stay with Pickett.
I take the Hartman. If it's quarterback, I take the Hartman kid out of Notre Dame in the middle rounds. I wouldn't go high rounds. We need to fix up the line of scrimmage, offensive and defensive line. I would go nothing else but that in the first 4 rounds. After that, then go with Hartman.
Wow. But I'm saying, all right, I get that. So as far as quarterback position, are you happy going with Kenny Pickett, rolling with him, giving him another shot?
No. I wouldn't personally, and I think the only reason the Steelers are doing this is because they got egg on their face because they drafted him in the first round. And number 2, they drafted him in the first round to satisfy Pitt fans because they didn't draft Dan Marino, and they didn't want to get yelled at if Pickett went somewhere else and ended up becoming a star. And they would have said, well, there you go, you could have drafted Pickett out of Pitt. That's why the Steelers did that.
Yeah, I've heard that said plenty of times as well. Hey, Ralph, again, man, thanks. Yeah. We got a couple more calls we're going to get in here. Appreciate you, Ralph.
You're
Make
welcome.
sure you
You're welcome.
RW
Put
Media.
April 23rd on your calendar because I'm having a big draft show on my radio show on the 23rd of April.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. All right, Ralph.
All right.
Make sure you check out Ralph RW Media. Appreciate you. All right. He leaves the call. We'll bring the next caller up in a few minutes. Listen, I wanted to get to a couple things. Man, this time is ticking. We only got a few minutes left. Lee, you've been kind of quiet on this linebacker. You know, I did pull up.
You know what? I'm clueless about these players y'all talking about. I'll be busy during that time of season, but whatever the Steelers do, the main thing is Tomlin's in the hot seat. He has to win this year, and they got to make the right moves and get the right personnel because if they don't, he's done. He's gone.
All right, hey, we got another line. We got the great Mark Brentley on the line. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Thanks for the call.
Hey, what's up, Big Lude? How you feeling, baby?
I'm doing great. Better now that you called in to us, man. We appreciate that.
Well, listen, man. Listen, I told you guys many times before, I am not in my lane. I can't even spell sports, okay? But I love listening to you, brothers, and listening to you. And I was just thinking how entertaining it would be if the other station, I think it's somebody has a nightly sports station, there's another local station, if they were to incorporate with you guys, this city would get such a treat with the share of information about Pittsburgh sporting teams. But nevertheless, this city, everything is down the line according to race. You guys ain't got to respond to that. That's just me and why I get upset. The second issue I'm going to raise is it was Pittsburgh management committed to an African-American quarterback. You don't have to respond to that one as well either. But the third one I'd like for you to respond to is, can somebody tell me at the press conference, I was sitting on the edge of my seat, Mr. Khan, I was waiting for him to say something. He sounded like a politician. He didn't say, can make, and we're going to make, he didn't take control, and I was so disappointed. Are you going after a quarterback or not? Are you committed to so-and-so or not? And so I was disappointed in that, and I don't know if anybody picked that up when he had his first press conference. Or had a press conference, I think it was last week or so before. The final thing I'll mention, and then I'll get off the line, let others through, is the Steelers submitted an application for the draft city. I don't know what's its name. You guys know what's
the draft. Yeah.
Yes. Shouldn't we? Because listen, there is no question it's going to go to Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh has a lot of followers. Pittsburgh can be extremely good on the gate, and so the NFL and locally folks can make a lot of money. Shouldn't we be lobbying now, we meaning African-American businesses and entrepreneurs, for a seat at the table to identify how we can get our opportunity to share our talent and our products? And secondly, shouldn't we begin to lobby for some spot for this show to have a spot there to be able to broadcast live in terms of the draft and interviewing individuals and so on, especially since the station is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the stadium. Hey, I'll hang up and listen to your response. And I just, once again, I just enjoy the conversation. I do want to say again about Kenny Pickett. I've always said it, that we've overcommitted to him. I think he is an extremely nice guy. I think he's average. I believe in the next 2 years, Kenny will be walking away from the game. Mason deserves a spot on the team. He's proven himself. He is a perfect example of what happens when you allow a player to become a student first and then become an athlete, an opportunity to be a practitioner and put all of that knowledge into place. Pickett did not get that. He walked on like he was God, and he was supposed to do this, and he was supposed to do that, and it's been a bust. So I think that's some of my predictions. Thank you, guys. I'll hang up and listen. Have a good day, man.
All right, hey, I appreciate that, Mark. Man, he always comes with the hard-hitting questions, man. All right, so we got to take that one step at a time. Smokin' Jim, look like we lost Smokin' Jim. So first question, yes, we had the draft. Have to definitely be on location, on site, live and in living color. We're going to definitely make that happen. That's for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of gatekeepers, and I watch our show, and our show puts those shows to shame. Entertaining, informative, fun, everything you want. Got to get the gatekeepers out of the way, and we'll be right there. Real quick, Lee, Aaron, you all want to add something to that? And I like what Ronell Stackhouse said. If Kool-Aid was named John Smith from Maryland, he'd have a 3rd round grade. Come on. That's funny, but come on, man. That boy can play, man. You don't like his name, Kool-Aid? All right. Jim Fraser's back in the chat. He done left the line, and he's back in the chat. All right, he said he's laughing at Eric. Terry French, what's up? Hey, guys, how you doing, Terry? And I like what Mark has to say. If Pittsburgh gets the draft, they first need to clean up downtown. It's the old boys gang in the media. Yes, you're right. You know, it's definitely the old boys keeping the gates, but we're going to bust it open, man. One way or another, it's going to happen. Aaron, you've been kind of quiet. Your thoughts on some of the things Mark brought up as we get ready to wrap up. Man, this hour went so quick.
Yeah, hey, I always believe if we can't get a seat at the table, we're going to build our own table.
There you go. I love it, man. But yeah, the draft comes here. We're live and center. We're getting all the exclusives. Like you said, we're right up the street. We're going to set up shop, you know, for sure with that, man. Lee, your thoughts?
If Pittsburgh hosts the draft, where they going to have it at the convention center?
Probably. I mean, convention center. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, that's probably where it'd be.
Hey, Lou, aside what brother Mark Brentley said, predictions for Saturday with the Anthony Joshua fight.
Ooh. Listen, I might try to listen. I'm going for the upset. I think Joshua's shown he has a weak chin. Anthony Joshua's shown he has a weak chin, and he quits. And we saw Francis Ngannou get hit with everything. Elbows to the head from Tyson Fury, and nothing fazed him. So I think if Anthony Joshua's hitting him and it's not affected, he can't move like a Tyson Fury. So it's toe to toe. I think he might be able to pull the upset if he catches Joshua just right. It's going to be tough, but man, that Francis Ngannou, he got a chin and he punches hard.
And you know he got a
Tyson Fury easy.
He caught Tyson Fury after Tyson Fury threw a 1-2. Yeah. And he countered with a left hook. So he got more time to spend with Mike Tyson. And he's not fighting a guy that's 6'9". He's fighting a guy that's 6'5". So he's more, the height's almost, he's 6'4".
Right.
So he might have a good shot to get that knockout punch in there.
That's what I'm thinking, man. And we see that we quit. You know.
Hey, with his power that he has, anything is possible.
Yes.
So what you think, Lee? You think?
Well, like I mentioned, I mean, he got more time with Mike Tyson. When, like I said, that counter punch, he dropped a 6'9" man with a left hook. Mm-hmm. You know, with Joshua's 6'5", so he's more closer in height. And, you know, Tyson got, you know, working with Tyson, he's going to probably learn some more counter punches and head movement. So he had more time, you know, to prepare. He got his feet wet against the best in the world in the heavyweight division.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we'll see, man.
Y'all all said it was a robbery.
Oh, yeah. I had Francis Ngannou winning. But the money said Tyson Fury, if he finished the fight, was going to win. Because they were setting a big fight between him and Alexander Usyk. So, but it is what it is, man. I'm excited about Big Bang Zhang against Joseph Parker. I think he stops Joseph Parker.
I don't know.
Is stopping him. He's going to sleep.
I don't know.
Parker, listen, Wilder only lost because he doesn't have the heart, wasn't throwing anymore. I don't think he has the anger. Big Bang Zhang is still hungry.
Well, he's a southpaw, and you know,
a skilled southpaw with power.
Parker got more time with Andy Lee. Andy Lee's a southpaw, so he knows coming from Emmanuel Stewart. You know, he knows how to go against. He knows what to do to counter a southpaw. Parker got better at boxing. He almost stopped Wilder in the 8th round. He almost stopped Wilder in the 8th round. But that guy Zane is going to lose not only from getting outboxed, but from being fatigued. His endurance is not that good.
He won't have to worry about fatigue because he's stopping Joseph Parker in 6th. So there's no Joseph Parker will be asleep on the canvas by round 6, Lee.
Did you think Wilder was going to beat Parker?
Yes. But that wasn't a different Wilder. That was a different Wilder. We've never seen a passive Wilder like that, running off his back foot, not throwing punches. He doesn't have the hunger anymore. Yeah, that's what I see. So Big Bang Zhang is putting Parker to sleep, and I think we might see 2 upsets on the card.
You're going to get a phone call from me on Saturday, and my exact words is going to be, I tried to told you.
All right, hey. I told you. And we know you'll be at the one casino with that money loss, because if you don't follow what I'm saying, you're going to lose some money.
I bet on Parker last time.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well,
and he beat Wilder.
Okay. Well, we got to see, man. But real quick, as we wrap up, the next show, this draft will still be coming. Man, I wanted to get into some of the March Madness. I'm more excited about women's college basketball right now, man. I mean, the ones that we've seen, Caitlin Clark, you got Juju Watkins, you got.
Is she going to Detroit next season?
Is what? Go to Detroit. Oh, you're crazy. And of course, Angel Reese, man. I'm excited about it. I'm gonna probably watch more of those games than I will some of the guys. I mean,
South Carolina's
loaded. Number one, you know, they have a great team, but these are 3 of my favorites in the game right now. Clark will shoot it from anywhere. Look for her to.
Angel Reese is one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Oh man, no comment.
I like her. She talks the game. She looks the part. She's a beast out there. Come on,
man. When she get to the next level, they're gonna tear her up. She has no offensive game.
All right,
Angel Reese is overrated.
Overrated. Oh, see, we needed to get on this earlier, man, but our time is up. I thank everybody for coming in, and we'll check you out next time. Peace.
Lou, what's up?